Here are my Pick Ems for today, and the Pick Ems for the major. I'm not going to change any of these Pick Ems. I get quickly save them all as well, and then we're going to go through them bit by bit on why I've picked them and how it all goes. So let's go with the Freo picks. The Freo picks are going to pick Ents. I feel like Ents is the strong Polish lineup. They cruise pretty well through the European RMRs, and I feel like they're going to be the first team to advance. Next one's going to be Imperial. I feel like Imperial showed very strong signs at the Americas RMR. They flattened a lot of teams, and they're going to go through 3-0. Next one, going to go to the 3-1 teams. Cloud9, they should go through 3-1. They are definitely stronger than most of the teams here on paper, even without an AWPer. Like, you can probably get away without an AWPer here, like a dedicated AWPer, given the fact their rifling core is so strong. Next one's going to be Heroic. I feel like Heroic are going to go through. I know they just squeaked through past Astralis, but they're going to go through here. I feel like Heroic are just going to get stronger and stronger, especially with the addition of nerds. And also their pickups, even though they've been pretty much on the cheap, have worked out fairly well. Furia, I guess they're going to lose a game here or two. I don't really believe... I think the RMRs where they went 3-0 is a one-off. I don't think Fallen and Co... I think they got very lucky at the Americas RMR. I think a lot of things fell their way. And a lot of people will be using this as a justification to keep them in, but they will basically qualify. They've got the experience, they've got the veteran status. A lot of these teams, respectively, in the early stages, the opening stages, are all newer teams, and the veteran status is just definitely going to overwhelm them. Mongols will definitely get through. Mongols, they have no composure issues anymore. They look like a well-oiled machine. They cruise through the Asia RMRs, not even a single problem. Didn't lose any late round or late match scenarios. They seemingly just kept winning over and over again. Last but not least is Apex. I feel Apex will qualify at 3-2. I do like Apex. Like, even though that roster doesn't seem strong on paper, their teamwork and their ability to just grind out results is what's going to be needed, especially in the majors. Being able to grind out a map win, no matter how messy it is, they're able to stay on top in the key scenarios. Now, they've got Stico in there as well, which I guess is a bit of a downside given the fact they've lost a lot of the IGL and core to different teams, but it's still been relatively keeping the same team style and being able to play for each other and whatnot, and I do like the Apex environment in general. Eternal Fire, I think they'll qualify in 3-2. Eternal Fire a bit hit and miss, but I think they're becoming more hit than miss these days, where with Cadia, you got Xantares, you got a lot of fraggers in that roster now, Woxic and stuff like that. With Cadia in particular is immense and insane. And I want to see how high his ceiling is. He's like just basically what they needed. A second Xantares, basically. Now let's go for an 0-3. The 0-3s can be Pain and Legacy. The main reason why I'm tying these teams in particular is that usually the teams in the America RMRs are the teams that will go out early. Like, the teams that always place between 3rd and 5th are the teams that go out early. The last slot of the Americas RMR. Fluxo, they went up 0-3 last time. I picked them up, and I picked them, and I was right. Well, everyone picked fucking Greyhound and Mongols. Like, absolutely Mongoloid. Like, not Mongoloid, sorry. Mongoloids. Yep, that's right, Mongoloids. And that's why I picked the NA RMRs again, because they've gone out at least one team 0-3 twice, okay, in a row. And people keep crying about Greyhound, okay? Like, you know, oh, Greyhound went 0-3. Greyhound have only gone out of a major 0-3 once, just an FYI. The NA teams in particular, they've placed last going into the RMRs or close qualifiers. There's been, I believe, 4 out of 5 of the last majors, an NA team has gone out 0-3 in the opening stage. Now let's go to the other teams. Nine Pandas. I feel like Nine Pandas, like with C's and whatnot, they've got a lot of washed up players, but they've got a lot of young upcoming players. C's, I've got to say, even though he's a veteran, he's just showing a lot of rust. Saw, I think they've had that purple patch quite recently, and I feel they're outperforming themselves, okay? Like, they're overachieving. They're going to be brought down to earth, basically, here, and they're not going to qualify. I saw Mac put them at 3-0, and I'm sitting here being like, dude, there's nothing different in this team. They overachieved at the Europe RMRs, I'm going to feel. Because they were one step from elimination before they beat Astralis. And that's when they started just overachieving and just, like, literally shitting on big teams. I feel like they're just going to go out here. I mean, it's good to see Saw in the major after the painful 2-3 after losing to VP and OT. And just an FYI, the defuse was at 0.002 seconds. I think it was James got the defuse. to end their RMR, which is just pain and, you know, torture, basically. Amcal, I know they beat Australia, they beat Falcons and made it here, but yeah, they barely scraped through. I mean, they scraped through a Vulcans team, which they were literally trying to give the game to at the same time, but they still won. Amcal could be one of those teams that go 0-3 as well. They barely got through that Europe RMR. Ecstatic, they'll probably go 2-3. Ecstatic is a very, very good team. They just need a couple of years and a couple of big tournaments into them, and they're going to become the new Australis, okay? Like, this will be the new Australis era building team, will be Ecstatic, I reckon. Because they got Salazar, the great Orpa, they've got a lot of good riflers and Crown. If they can keep the riflers and Nodios as well, if they can keep the riflers without Australis knocking on their door and offering their riflers 4 times their salary, they should be fine. Next up, we get Koi. The amount I love my Movistar riders, but at the same time, I just don't feel the Movistar riders, i.e. Koi, have the players to really make a big run in the opening rounds, okay? I really don't think so. At all. And I feel like they'll go 1-3. We got Lin Vision, okay? Lin Vision are extremely good team, okay? Extremely good team from China. I don't understand how people are putting this team 0-3. Because I reckon they've been like, Lin Vision are a very strong team. Nerves get to them. They have composure issues. Just like every fucking team in the Asia seed has composure issues. Suddenly, you know, the rounds get to the 20th round and somehow the Asian teams just forget how to play CS, basically. Same with Greyhound. They just forget to play CS as soon as it hits round 20, basically. Lin Vision is no different. But I don't think Lin Vision's that bad that they will go 0-3. They got to be teams that they can beat, even with their washed up composure and like just nerves everywhere. And yeah, that's my logic on those picks in particular. And yeah, you know, watch me get my silver coin, and you guys will be like, damn, Josh was right again. You know, maybe we should trust him. Or you just go up to other YouTube and just be like, nah, I'll trust this guy instead, okay? You know, that fucking stupid Aussie has no idea what he's talking about. Anyways, guys, that's it for the YouTube video. That's my pick'ems, and hope you guys have a lovely day.